This William Ruto has refused to make the government or his regime to function. He is the single minister of roads, he is the minister of water, he is the minister of health, he is the minister of culture, he is the minister of sports, he is the minister of everything. Ruto, please, let your ministers also work. Me, I don't even know them because I don't know what they do. And then, I also want to tell Ruto something else. Ruto, I also want to ask you to say the truth for once. Because whenever you move around, you promise so many things. So you even promise, Ruto, you even promise things which are devolved, like health.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, DURB Radio ndio mpango mzima.
We have been together, and we have been together in very, very during difficult times, also during good times, but we have stuck together up to today. And I must tell you that Kalonzo is a great man. He is a great man at heart, he is a great man in leadership, and he can take hard decisions. I know he can take very, very hard decisions. There's a time when we sat and we were thinking of what to do. Raila and him, we were to decide who is to be the candidate for our party. And I was given the task of bringing them together to try to mediate. And me and Musila, we sat together and we told them, you people, you love each other so much. You and Kalonzo, Raila, you and Kalonzo, you love each other so much. And you praise each other. And you say nice things about each other. But when it comes to deciding, then there you leave it to us. Now, why? Why don't you people just simply, the same way you are nice to each other, also make that decision as to who? But Kalonzo made a decision to support Raila. He made that decision to support Raila. And I thank him for that, because it was not an easy decision to make. It was not an easy, I can tell you it was not an easy decision to make. So we have traveled that far, and therefore when I was looking across the whole world, looking at who can be the guest of honor in my 80th birthday, I never celebrate my birthdays, I even forget sometimes my birthday. But I thought that this one of the 80th, the anniversary of my life, I should celebrate. And then I looked across whom I can bring to be my guest of honor, and I landed on Honorable Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, because I thought he was the best to be. And therefore I'm happy that he has come, and I thank him immensely for having honored my invitation. Finally, I would like to say just one piece about this government of William Ruto. This William Ruto has refused to make the government or his regime to function. He is the single minister of roads, he is the minister of water, he is the minister of health, he is the minister of culture, he is the minister of sports, he is the minister of everything. Ruto, please, let your ministers also work. Me, I don't even know them because I don't know what they do. And then, I also want to tell Ruto something else. Ruto, I also want to ask you to say the truth for once. Because whenever you move around, you promise so many things. So you even promise, Ruto, you even promise things which are devolved, like health. You come and say you are going to do health. Things which belong to the governors, Ruto says he is going to do. And then to make it worse, he never fulfills any of those promises he makes. Ruto, for once, when you came here, Ruto, you promised us that the contractors on all our projects in Siaya were going to be back to those projects within 3 weeks. Now it is almost 1 year. The road to Leunda from Bondo is still looking at us, staring at us. There is no contractor. The bridge in Usenge is still staring at us. There is no contractor. The road going through Jim's place in Oginga is still looking at us. The contractor ran away because you have refused to pay them. All the monies which you should use to pay them, you are using to fly all over the world. Tomorrow you are in France, the next day you are in America, the next day you are in Congo, the other day you are where? All the ministers moving all over the world. So there is no money to implement projects. All the monies are being used for recurrent expenditure. So, okaliwa medo kaguno ka en chieng siasa kaguno jodala wa en odiechieng mar gogo koro miatiko kamano.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, DURB Radio ndio mpango mzima.